Hey guys, how's it going? Gavin here. Um, and today I got something special for you guys. I'm gonna be doing a director's commentary on every Gavin Plays Games video I'm uploading here on the Gavin B channel. Um, Thought I'd just give a little bit of insight on like whatever video I'm watching. I think there's like 20 some Gavin Plays Games videos, so that'd be a fun little series to do. Just talk about behind the scenes because there's a lot of stuff. Even though, especially early on, the quality isn't exactly um there at all. There is a lot of work that went into it that I put in. Uh, you see right here, you can see the mouse cursor in the middle of the screen. Uh, just little things that you kind of learn as you go on, and I did not learn at this point that don't have the cursor in the middle of the screen while you're recording gameplay footage. Um, and actually, a fun fact: this is not the first video I planned for the channel, or the first video I even written for the channel. I actually wrote a Super Metroid review. That was the original video that I was going to upload as my first video. I filmed it. It was kind of funny because how I recorded footage for that video is I just like took a camera and pointed at like the TV screen and played Super Metroid, um, on like Switch Online. It did not work at all. I quickly learned that that's not how you record gameplay footage. um, I tried, and then I don't really know why I didn't edit it. I think I think the editing software like I was gonna use Filmora Wondershare. Um, Terrible. It's horrible. Don't use it. um, so I think that just like I just like scrapped the video. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna make a video on why I love the Switch. And that's where this video comes. Um, and at the end here, um, I, s- I say like because all about like why I love the Switch. And I don't know why I did this. Looking back, this is really like a baffling move. Is why I went like, oh, we gotta balance out the positive with some negative. I don't know why I did that. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of baffling decisions in this. There was that one scene um earlier on. I was talking about Nintendo eShop, and then I was like going through the eShop, and how I filmed that is you can tell like it wasn't recorded like off the Switch because at this point I didn't have a capture card or anything. Um, I think I had my mom help me, so she recorded so I was using it this time. I wasn't using like a phone or anything. I was just using like a super old camcorder, not super old, but a pretty old camcorder. That I got when I was like little. So the quality is not good. The lighting too. The lighting. I'll just say this, but lighting. I used like two lamps behind me. The lighting's terrible. The lighting's absolutely horrible. Because I thought like, oh, some lighting's better than like having none. But lighting, I'd say that if you don't really know how to set up good lighting, my tip is like don't set up lighting because like you don't really need it unless you like kind of know what you're doing. But anyway, what I was talking about, I was talking about the eShop thing that I was recording the eShop. So I just had my mom record with a camcorder, like the handheld Switch, as I just like scrolled through the eShop. Just really dumb. You can tell that that's what I did. Um, not great, not great quality. But hey, we all start somewhere, you know. We all start somewhere, and this is my origin story. This video, and I gotta say what a terrible origin this is. I don't think I've like ever watched the video fully for like years, cause the like first little bits like burned in my brain just cause I like to watch my old videos back from time to time. And this one's very painful for me to watch. Um, the haircut, that the haircut goes crazy. So I'll say. Um, but I was learning. I was learning. This is like 3 years ago, oh, like, over 3 years ago. which is crazy. That's a long time. I've been doing this for a while. You know, it's fun. Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. I enjoy making these videos, and I really enjoyed making this video when I made it. You know, is it cringy? Yes. Is it slightly embarrassing? No, it's actually really embarrassing. But I learned so much from making this video. This is the first video I used the editing software. I used DaVinci Resolve. I've used that for literally since this video. I've used it for all my videos, mostly because it's free. But it's pretty good editing software if you're looking to get into YouTube and you're editing free editing software. I recommend DaVinci Resolve. Um, and I think this was the first time I used GIMP too, which is also another free software. That's what I use to make all my thumbnails. It's like Photoshop but free, and like it's just like a lot of firsts with this video, which makes sense. 'Cause, I mean, it's my first YouTube video ever. I think this is the first video I've ever uploaded on YouTube ever, that's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. There's a lot of history in this video. Um, and I filmed it because a lot of the early videos were filmed in my closet, which is it's like that orange and green. That's my closet, and I thought like, oh, I need to film in like a closet because like I don't know why I was so obsessed. Like, I feel like when you start off, at least when I started off, I was very obsessed with like doing it professionally. So like, oh, I gotta get like closed like a closed or a smaller space so like the audio is good, and like I need just the lamps for like good lighting to get like really professional lighting. But it's like I had no money. I used like some crappy camcorder. I had no microphone. And I think one advice, one piece of advice that I would give my past self is that embrace the jank, you know. I think that's something that I do now. I really, I don't have access to professional quality equipment. I don't have like a fancy camera. Now I record on my phone because I figured out that that's just a lot better than recording on a 2012 camcorder. Um, now I do have like a microphone now that I use to like record audio and stuff. Now I usually don't even bother with lighting. Well, green screen stuff I do light because you kind of have to with green screen stuff. I use a couple like ring lights. I have like two of those that I use. Um, but otherwise I don't really worry that too much about lighting. Don't really worry too much about audio. I kind of worry about audio, but not like too much because I think you obsess over those like little details of like, oh, all professional YouTubers, they have like fancy cameras and really fancy microphones, and you don't need that. I'm telling you now, you don't need that. If you have a creative idea and you have the drive and the passion to turn that idea into something creative, I think that's what's important. That's what I love about YouTube. I feel like the past year been on a bit of a self reflection on like my journey on YouTube, you know, uh, what it means to me. And over the years, I've been doing this for like 3 years. I've like, I mean, do not have a lot of subscribers. I don't even know 100, and that's okay. Like I'm okay with that because what I love about YouTube is it's the individuality. I'm sorry, I'm ranting a lot. I'm but like this video, it makes me think a lot, so that's why. Um, but that's what I love about YouTube. It's the individuality. It's the uniqueness of every piece of content made. I think now we live in an era where YouTube's very business-like. YouTube channels are treated as a business. Um, like the Mr. Beastification of YouTube, basically, where it's all very loud, in your face, kind of. Um, it's all about that keeping that attention span and like chasing the views and optimizing your things for views. And I I like to make stuff that I'm proud of, you know, that I think is funny, that I think is fun to make, especially too, fun to look at the final product. Um, and I think obviously, some stuff, the more the more years I live, I guess, I look back, some of the stuff that I've made, I cringe at, I'm embarrassed. Um, but like that's just, that shows you're getting better. You're improving your craft. Um, but it's just, man, I love YouTube so much. I love so much the content on YouTube because I think it's just so cool to see what people do, and just some of the cool stuff people do like by themselves or with a small team or whatever, and just some of so much creative people on the internet. And I want to be part of that. And that's why I started. Well, I didn't answer the channel because of that. I started the channel because I was like, oh, I'm gonna be a famous YouTuber. I'm gonna be honest. But as the channel kind of went on, I think I got hit with the cold water. I kind of saw that like I'm not just gonna get like famous overnight. I'm not gonna become a YouTube millionaire. And I said, um, I said to myself, do you want to keep doing this? If you're not become a YouTube millionaire, and I said yes because it's fun. Doing this is fun, and sharing videos is fun. Even if people don't really see them, that's okay. Because at the end of the day, I made something, and I think that's what's important. Yeah, sorry to ramble on so much. It's only like a 2.5 minute video, but yeah, like I said, this video makes me think a lot about YouTube and you know my quote unquote journey. But yeah, so stay tuned for more director's commentaries on more Gavin Plays Games video, and I'll see you in the next director's commentary.